The NSX is a timeless icon, a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive masterpiece, co-developed with input from Ayrton Senna himself. With its aluminum chassis, 3-liter V6 V-Tech engine, and a razor-sharp 5-speed manual, it wasn't just Honda's answer to the supercar world. It redefined it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Welcome to our YouTube channel here on the Stay in Motus channel. So today we have this beautiful 1995 Acura NSX behind us, owned by Pete here. And yeah, Pete, walk us through this thing. What is this car? What's the stuff we know about it? And yeah, tell the people. Let them know.
All right, cool. So this again, 1995 Acura NSX, one of 758 made that year. These cars, when they originally came out, had a 3-liter V6 in there, naturally aspirated, mid-engine. It was kind of like a Ferrari 355 fighter. Fantastic balance in the car. Very good braking. Rarely did it exhibit any understeer or oversteer. Really great car. The only thing it was lacking for the time was power. It made 270 horsepower, so call it around 235 to the wheels. So of course, in true Boca Motors fashion, we came around back here and stuffed a Comtech supercharger in it with some titanium headers and a titanium exhaust, a little ECU flash, and we're at 408 horsepower to the wheels. One of the fantastic upgrades that changed the car, completely transformed it. It's now amazing to drive. It's got all the power everywhere because it's supercharged. And we enhanced that supercharged motor with a NSX R model transmission. So the regular NSX had a little longer gearing. The R model was a close ratio transmission, and it just makes it so much more fun. Doesn't go as fast top end anymore. I think the top end's like $145 on this thing, but it gets there like a raped ape. So it's really cool. Yeah.
How long have you had this car for?
About 5-6 years. Yeah. We've been doing a little something to it each, and each year we do something different. We got some TE 37s on it now. It's running on some 888 Yokohamas. It's got KW V3S suspension all the way around, but dialed in really well. We just corner balanced it and aligned it a couple weeks ago, and it goes straight as an arrow at 140 miles an hour in Mexico.
Yeah, of course, always in Mexico, right? What's one of your favorite parts about the car?
I'd have to say the way the supercharger is. There is no real hole in the power delivery. I mean, from bottom of throttle all the way to top of 7,200 RPMs, it's got really clean, fluid throttle response and just power everywhere. And it doesn't matter what gear you're in, because it's a lower gear transmission. It definitely accelerates every single gear. You can be in 4th gear, you whack the throttle at 3,000 RPMs, and it takes off.
I mean, obviously, I love the look of this car. The look's unique. I mean,
inside we did something pretty neat. We stuffed some Recaro seats in here. I don't know which ones these are. They're a little bit big for the car, so we're probably going to change them out to another pair, but they're wicked comfortable, and they certainly give you some good side bolsters, because it will generate some great G's in corners. Cars, it's handling magic. On the racetrack, like we've had it out the track several times, it's just really great. The only limiting factor at that point is really the tires. I think we can go to a different set of wheels and some slicks, and that thing will just go faster.
Yeah.
Kind of cool, great cruiser. Of course, you got the T-top. You take that thing off,
oh, yeah,
all right, in the summertime.
Yeah, nice.
On this particular car, we have the NSX R wing in the back, which is a carbon wing. They had a different wing from the factory. And then in the front, we've got a little carbon spoiler down on the front to stop lift. But other than that, it's mint. It's a good driver. We love it. Yeah, we've since we've had it, we probably put about 20,000 miles on it. I bet you 5,000 of it's track miles. Right. You know what I mean? Or driving to my buddy's track and ripping it around and then driving it back home. That's one of the nice things about this car. You can drive it right to a racetrack, enjoy it like a race car, right, and then drive it back home. So if someone would say I need a multi-purpose vehicle, multi-purpose exotic, this is the one, man. You get in this thing, you can drive it around, it looks cool as fuck, right? Yeah. And it's got plenty of power now, it has all the power it needs. It'll embarrass a lot of supercars because of the power delivery. You go to the racetrack, if you're a good driver, you're going to embarrass some people in Porsches and Ferraris, and they're going to be like, wow, I can't believe that old car is that quick.
So Pete, with this NSX, how is it to drive? Easy, pretty,
man, it's a Honda, dude. Yeah, right. The beautiful thing is this one's got like 105,000 miles on it. All we do is change the oil on it. It drives forever. Nothing breaks on it. It's amazingly reliable, and it's comfortable as hell too. You get in. It's not killer like exotic car wise to get in and out of. Right. Piece of cake. Everything just works in the thing. That's what's cool about it. This hasn't been started for like a month, right?
Yeah. really good. That sounds cool.
That's that supercharger, and that's that that exhaust.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Very responsive throttle. Yeah, one thing about the NSXs is that they, you know, made them to compete with the other supercars like Ferrari, McLaren, Porsche, and they honestly innovated something new that was, you know, a supercar that was comfortable, usable, simple enough, and yeah, they really did achieve that. Sandy roads. The main thing with this car is the aluminum chassis, which was like the first of its kind in 1990. Oh, this thing's fun. And with that, I mean, all these other big supercar companies and brands, they just followed suit. You know, a really fun fact about this car too is that the designer of the McLaren F1 actually credited the NSX for a lot of inspiration for that car, from that aluminum chassis to also that mid-engine philosophy. And he gave credit to the NSX for its, you know, honestly, innovation that it had for the supercar community. Oh yeah, this thing's good. Again, the 5-speed transmission, 3-liter, V6 VTEC, and this one's, you know, pushing, what do you say, just about 400, just over? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, she wants to give. She wants to give, wow. That was only to 5,000 RPM. I mean, if we weren't on a road here in Mexico, or if we were in Mexico, I would, you know, bring this thing almost to 8,000, but we're being safe and cautious, yeah? I mean, even from down low. Wow, dang, that's cool. That's cool. Really delivers power all the way through.
You can tell that Pete doesn't drive his cars enough when it's telling me that it's 2:30.
For real.
It's about maybe, what, 11 a.m.?
Yeah, just about. Just about. Really cool car. It drives great, feels amazing, sounds good. I could see why the NSX was kind of a very innovative car to the supercar market. Good car. Good car. Good car. Comfortable again, drives amazing. You really feel, you know, a lot on the road, which is, you know, kind of good. You kind of want that in a car. Really makes the driving experience much more fun. Honestly, going back in time a little bit with this thing is cool. Also to know the history with it. You know, like in 1990, kind of everything changed a little bit, you know? Yeah, it sounds good.
Get some footage.
Let's do it.
The NSX wasn't just another sports car. It changed the way exotic cars were built. By combining Japanese reliability, precision engineering, and supercar performance, it forced an entire industry to step up its game. And it's a fair argument that if the NSX wasn't created in 1990, supercars today may be a whole lot different.